Hey everyone, how you guys doing? It's Steven back here again today, playing some more Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. This is a quick team deathmatch gameplay on the map Recovery. I'm using the HBR3 Insanity. I start off really well, I start to fade towards the end, so the first bit is really entertaining, so I hope you guys enjoy it in the background. But anyways, today I'm going to be talking about overall the general progression of games and how it's happened over the last few years. So, I'd say way back, let's say around 7-8 years ago, we got into the Call of Duty genre. Call of Duty 4 had just come out pretty much, and that was the standard for online shooter games. And that game was so great, everyone loved it. No one ever complained about Call of Duty. But then as we finally progressed through the years, we start to notice that more and more people are complaining about Call of Duty and how it's gotten worse. When in reality, I don't think it really ever got worse. Call of Duty really, if you just think about it, it got old. Because I'd say around, Black Ops 1, people began to realize that pretty much from year to year, very minor things are being changed, but the overall core gameplay itself really hadn't changed much at all. And up until Call of Duty Ghosts, that pretty much remained the same. A lot of people would complain that nothing ever changed. And to a pretty major degree, nothing really did change, which is why people started getting bored with the game, which is why people stopped playing it. And overall, that's why people think Call of Duty has been trending downwards for, the last, 8 years really. People think it's gotten worse and worse and worse. When in reality, it's probably just because they've gotten used to the game, or it just doesn't have that same thrill factor that it once did. And for the new people who started playing Call of Duty only a year or two ago, this is still probably great fun. But for people like me, I've been playing this game really, or Call of Duty the franchise, ever since, around Call of Duty 4, so I can see why people are getting frustrated with the franchise, but at the same time though, what made this franchise great was what they were putting out, and people started getting upset with it, and then people said that they wanted change. And now, with Advanced Warfare, we finally did get a lot of change. This is a much different Call of Duty game from any others, with the exo movements and things like that. Now you can move so fast that it's actually unbelievable. In other Call of Duty games, you'd have to run around on foot. In this game, it never quite seems like you're ever on the ground. You're always up and about and running all over the place, jumping all over the place like a bunny rabbit, which is definitely a lot different, but that's the thing. People don't like change. A lot of people don't. And when you start having change, people say, well, I like the old Call of Duty. It just seems like if the creators of the game, Sledgehammer, Treyarch, or Infinity Ward, if they're trying to make a game to their audience, I like to say that I am the audience, which I certainly am, but it's difficult to listen to an audience that doesn't really know what they want, because when we went back to Call of Duty Ghosts, a lot of people were saying we don't like 3-laned maps like they had in Black Ops 2. But then, when they actually changed something, Infinity Ward made a lot of maps that did not have 3 lanes. We started getting complaints, like we got maps like Stonehaven in Call of Duty Ghosts that were mammoth, huge maps, but no one wanted to play them. So it's almost like there is no right way to go about Call of Duty, because no matter what you do, if you innovate and you change, people that are diehard Call of Duty fans, or people who just like Call of Duty for its own playstyle, start getting frustrated and upset because they want the original core game that they were playing. But then, when you start to change things, people get upset. So, Call of Duty is in a bit of a weird spot, because we're going from, Advanced Warfare, which is exo movements, now we're going to Black Ops 3. And just by looking at the gameplay videos on YouTube of Black Ops 3, I think it's safe to say that it does look a lot more like Call of Duty than Advanced Warfare does. Advanced Warfare still has the same kind of Call of Duty gunplay, but the overall movement system really changes the entire pace of the game, which is undeniable. But Black Ops 3 really has very minimal exo movements. It more or less just seems like there's a gliding ability that helps you get from one story to the next. So it's not going to be anything to the extent of, Advanced Warfare's movement system. So it looks like we're going back to a more traditional Call of Duty game, which, in my opinion, isn't either a good thing or a bad thing. I feel like Advanced Warfare wasn't, a failure by any means, but I don't feel like this is definitely the future for Call of Duty, which is just all exo movements. I feel like Sledgehammer, this is kind of their baby, this is their idea, and any more Sledgehammer games that are made, it would appear that they're going to be sticking with exo movements. This is their big innovation, and this is their big divergence from the other communities such as Treyarch and Infinity Ward. I mean, this is kind of their thing, because this is the first game Sledgehammer ever got entrusted to build the Call of Duty with, so this is their, staple on their Call of Duty game. And then, I feel like Treyarch and Infinity Ward really can't, take the exo movements exactly for what they were in Sledgehammer and put them in their game. So next year, Black Ops 3, it looks like we're going to be put right back into a more, simple Call of Duty environment, the more expected Call of Duty environment, which I think will be good because I do feel like I've, played a lot of Advanced Warfare, and I'm ready to go back to a more, generic or simple Call of Duty with not as much crazy movements going on, because I think we could all agree, in Advanced Warfare, it seemed like the movement system was good. The gameplay is extremely fast in this game, but overall, it almost became too fast to the point where you didn't have enough time to react, you didn't have enough time to think about your next move on the map, because there was so much stuff going on around you, because people could get all over you in a split second with the new movement system. In older Call of Duty games, you had more time to kind of think about what route you're going to take and how exactly you're going to get from point A to point B, and not have to worry about being, jumped on top of by a guy with an exosuit. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the game, and I'll see you guys in my next video.